Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. We got the return of a Florida window licker I covered recently, along with the judge who trolled him.
Or let's call the case of people versus Patrick Petterpin.
Nicole Hughes.
First Assistant Public Defender Kalina Anderson with on behalf of Mr. Petterpin. Mr. Petterpin, can you state your name, please?
Patrick Petterpin.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, in these cases, I'm asking for an adjournment. We had requested some videos. I've received videos in 2 of the files. I'm asking for videos in the other 2. If we can have a 2-week adjournment to get those videos and share them with Mr. Petterpin, and he's also asking to address bonds.
Briefly, you can go
Thank
ahead
you,
and
Your
address mine. I'll adjourn these out to October 19th. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Petterpin's been in custody since September 5th. He does have a PR bond on the 1319, which is the larceny matter. He indicates to me that he does have an OWI case before Your Honor in 14-1. And in that matter, he was granted a personal bond with the GPS tether. He's yet to receive that tether, so he's not yet been released on that case either. He does have a job that's being held open for him at Saladino Construction in Ann Arbor. He's asking the court to consider personal bonds, especially in light of the fact that he will be on GPS tether if released.
They are both back, and today we'll see whether he has finally mastered his sovereign citizen arguments, or if the judge will be sending him right back to his cell for some extra study time. Let's jump in.
Response.
Yes, Your Honor. In these cases, I requested $25,000 cash surety on each, which I believe is what he was granted on the fleeing cases. Additionally, yesterday, I just charged this defendant with another fleeing third, and I requested an additional $25,000 on that file. There's a lot of cases. He usually has warrants out for his arrest, and when the police try to stop him or take him into custody for those arrests, he flees. There's one of these cases that's up for today. He has fled. The pursuit has to be terminated. A different case where he's ultimately able to be taken into custody, he starts talking to the police about the prior flee and says to them, I don't know if you were involved in that brigade, and they weren't, so he's making statements that are consistent with the other fleeing, despite that they don't otherwise even know about it.
You'd think his time in jail would have at least taught him how to properly announce himself as a secured party creditor by special appearance instead of general. But nope. He's still a complete idiot. Now he's about to sit in silence for 3 straight minutes while he fumbles through whatever paperwork just landed on his desk, convinced the magical get-out-of-jail-free card has to be buried somewhere in there. Don't worry, I'll skim past this part so you won't need to grab any facepalm protection.
One case in particular that's up for today, it's an entirely different situation, but it also ultimately has to be terminated. Police are called out to a parking lot. The defendant's in the driver's seat of the car. He's shirtless, profusely sweating, acting erratic. They ask him to get out of the car. He says, "Just let me put a shirt on." He proceeds to roll up the windows and peel out of the parking lot, taking them on a chase. I don't know what else to say other than he has 4 open fleeing cases now, all of which I've requested $25,000 cash surety on him.
And I think he poses a danger. I think he poses a danger to the community. Motion for bond reduction, smack bond will continue October 19th, 2023, 9 a.m. on all matters. Thank you.
Could you repeat that, Your Honor? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I swear, soft sits just keep getting funnier to me. The last time I covered this guy, I mentioned that these are my favorite sovereign citizens to watch. The ones who are absolutely convinced they are right but can never explain why.
Which part?
I guess
The motion for bond reduction has been denied. I've set these matters out, as your counsel has requested, a couple weeks to the 19th at 9 a.m.
Okay, now, as far as the bond, how many bonds do I have, or how many charges do I have, which you're addressing today?
Well, you have 4, and there's another one on the way.
Okay, so you said there's another
Got to
one.
be 5.
Okay.
Got to be 5. That doesn't include the ones that you have the other bonds on. So there's 6 or 7, something like that.
So those are the ones that have yet to be arraigned on as well?
Well, there's one that's coming. I don't think you've been arraigned on that one.
Okay, and so with what I have been arraigned on, what are my current bonds? I know that I have at least two that are 25,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, that's his name. I don't want to spoil too much, but he actually believes they arrested the wrong person. Because in his mind, he's a living man and not the all caps corporate fiction written on the paperwork.
What are you asking?
I'm
guess.
trying to get an idea of the bond, you know, the amount of money for the bonds, because I know that there are, if there are multiple charges.
Right now, your bond on case ending in 5666, that bond is set. You have his bonds laid out for now. I've got it, I think, right here. The bond on that case is $25,000 cash surety. On your other matter, the case ending in 1318, your bond is also set in the amount of $25,000 cash surety. On the case ending in 1319, your bond is set in the amount of $5,000 personal recognizance. On the other case ending in 1041, your bond is set. You have that one. That one is set at 1,010%. Those are the bonds that I have before me.
Okay. So that was two at 25,000, one at 5,000, and one at 1,000 cash surety, a couple PRs, and then you're letting me know that there will be an additional charge where I get to be arraigned.
Yeah, there's another one to be arraigned, so that number may change.
Okay. I know that I was granted a PR for one of the charges with a $25,000 bond from you. And
Oh, I know.
Looks like the state doesn't even need to prove he was driving without a license. He already admitted it on the record. Now, the judge skims through his paperwork and quickly realizes he's dealing with a full-on duster huffer.
Okay. So I know that, you know, you granted me that bond pending I get a GPS tether, and I believe that GPS tether would be able to keep track of where I am and so forth. So I'm just asking.
Looks like our next meetup is set for June 27th. He's got about a month and a half with his paperwork to finally learn how to read, but my confidence that he'll lawyer himself out of this mess is sitting at a solid 0%. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If not, hit dislike. Don't forget to drop a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any future content.